welcome back to the Situationship Expert YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. If it is not your first time here, welcome back. I am your host, and I am very, very happy to be with you today. If you did not see the first part of this video series, because this is part 2, definitely check out Creating a Safe Space Part 1. This is Creating a Safe Space Part 2. We essentially broke down what a safe space was in the first video, so I'm just going to give you some context in case you need that refresher. Creating a safe space is essentially someone being empathetic to you, sympathetic, and even willing to offer you advice, right? If you're in a bad place or you just need someone to open up to, that person essentially is choosing to allow you to be yourself, be vulnerable, be open. And that's what we like to call creating a safe space, being emotionally available, and vice versa in a relationship. You can create a safe space, your partner can create a safe space. But now we're talking about the result of what happens when your partner refuses to create a safe space or has yet to create a safe space in your relationship, all right? So I'm going to use the example of Bob and Gina. Okay, Bob and Gina have been in a committed relationship for a very long time, an exclusive relationship. And Bob has been venting lately about his issues at work. So he goes to Gina, and on several occasions Gina has heard him out, but she really has not created a safe space. He doesn't really feel like she's been emotionally available, but he feels like, well, we're partners, so I should open up to her. So Gina decides, you know what, I'm tired of hearing about work. I'm tired of hearing about the issues you're dealing with. And she flat out tells Bob, I don't want to hear it anymore. Leave work at work. All right, so ultimately, Bob says, fine, I'll leave work at work. I won't bring it home. Now, Bob works with Kara. Kara has been working with him on similar projects and sometimes the same projects, and she understands the work dynamic there and the work culture, and she's been very kind to him, very empathetic on several occasions. And so Bob has decided to invest time sharing his thoughts and feelings with Kara, and because Kara has been receptive and she's so understanding, Bob now has established an emotional connection with Kara. And what I mean by emotional connection is he feels like he can lean on Kara in the places that he cannot lean on his partner. So I'm going to pause right now. I want to make it very clear, I'm not at all condoning cheating in any capacity. I am simply sharing what happens when a partner or both partners refuse to create a safe space, a place where you can emotionally open up with your partner. So let's just break down a little bit of the issue here. Gina was receptive to hearing from Bob, but maybe she feels as though it's not that serious. Maybe she took it lightly. Maybe she genuinely is just tired of hearing what's going on in his job. But whatever the reason, now because she has blocked off access for Bob to come to her, he's doing what he feels is best in this moment. Again, I'm not siding with Bob in how he's going about it, and I'm not necessarily siding with Gina either. I'm just using them as an example, right? But when we refuse to open up or we refuse to create a safe space for our partner, usually they turn somewhere else, right? And in this scenario, that's what happened with Bob. So fast forward, Bob now is starting to have an emotional tie with Kara. He feels close to her. He feels like he can tell her anything. Now Gina's noticing there is less conversations at home, and she feels like Bob is distant. She doesn't know what's going on, but she knows that Bob has not been as emotionally available towards her, and he hasn't been opening up as much, period. So now there are some issues within the relationship dynamic. And again, I'm going to just pause with this scenario. Whenever we refuse or put ultimatums on our partners or tell them what we're not going to do in terms of being sensitive to what it is that they're experiencing, please know that that means they're going to turn somewhere else. Now, maybe they should go to counseling. Maybe they should talk to maybe their friends or family, whatever the case may be. But it's not wrong for someone to go outside of their partner if their partner says, I don't want to hear what you have to say. But ultimately, I feel that both parties need to learn how to communicate better. If I were to evaluate the couple in this example, so Gina needs to learn how to express that she may have a long and hard day herself, and maybe she doesn't want to hear about it because Bob didn't give her a chance to express what she was dealing with, or she feels like Bob has been so consistent with being so angry about work, she's just tired of seeing him angry. But whatever the case may be, you can talk it out rather than just say, no, I don't want to hear from you anymore. And when it comes to Bob, he could express to Gina, well, I really like going to you and confiding in you because I care about you and I care about your opinion. And those things matter to me. Those things are important to me. So ultimately, I feel in any scenario, you need to get to a place where you're willing to open up to your partner and tell them the why behind why you made the decision that you made. Even if Gina says, I don't want to hear about work anymore because of this. Say why you don't want to hear about work. Don't just say, I don't want to hear anymore. Say why you're feeling how you're feeling, right? Because maybe you guys can get to the root of why she's feeling like I don't want to hear her anymore, and Bob can still continue to express things to her, but maybe he won't do it in the same fashion, or he'll be considerate to her feelings regarding the matter. But either way, it leaves room for infidelity. It leaves room for someone else to come in. Again, I'm not condoning this behavior. I'm simply saying what happens when we choose to shut out the person we claim to care about and that we are in a serious exclusive relationship with. All right, thank you for joining me on the Situationship Expert YouTube channel. And until the next video, take care.